hard to even get a pause, isn't it, on the scroll, let alone a click. And now the click is not going to be an important metric anymore. But this is going to be huge, and I've already seen a lot of people talking about it. Here are 6 ways that the algorithm is changing in 2025. Apparently, the algorithm is getting smarter. No longer will it just be focused on raw numbers like views or click-through rate, but it is really looking to personalize the experience of viewers. It's going to focus a lot more on how people feel about your content, and the system is going to be working harder to personalize recommendations for every viewer. If you're wondering, okay, what does this mean for me? We're going to talk about it. The first one is personalization of recommendations. If you've been on YouTube for a while, you might have noticed that the algorithm is very, very good at serving up more of what you've been viewing and what you are engaging with, liking and commenting on and sharing. Kind of like the platform knows you. Pretty clever, right? Instead of just pushing content out to as many viewers as possible, the algorithm is very good now at predicting what people want to see next. And this is all about that session time thing. Session time is something that YouTube is going to be really, really rewarding. Here's how it works. When you open up your app, YouTube says, okay, what will make this person happy today? And they're going to be looking at your history, what you have been watching, what's trending right now, what's popular, what people in your audience are watching, what other people like you have been watching, liking, sharing, commenting on, etc. Happy. So remember that word in conjunction with YouTube, might even make word of the year. So as creators, what does this mean for us? What it means is that we have to know our audience more deeply than ever before. If you can create content that speaks directly to the kind of people that are going to enjoy your content, YouTube is going to be more likely to recommend your video to them. And this is where the conversation opens up, because a lot of people in our niche, and niche is very similar to ours, actually aren't niching down tightly, but it seems that YouTube are talking about, that's apparently what they're going to be rewarding this year. Know your audience equals better recommendations. That means knowing the kind of content that your audience loves to watch. If you can make content that'll keep them happy, keep them on the platform longer, YouTube will reward you and them by serving up more of your content to that person. So the example that they gave in the update is that imagine you are in the over 40 niche or the over 50 niche or over 60 niche. If you are creating content that a lot of people in that niche and who are watching videos, other videos in that same niche, if they're really, really enjoying that kind of content and you're making that kind of content, remember, happiness, then YouTube will just deliver them more of that kind of content. And it's looking for viewers with similar interests. Number 2 is content lifespan and discovery. I think this is pretty good. If you make a video and it's very topical right now or it's trendy, your video will get some airtime now, and then after that it'll be benched for goodness knows how long. That's to say, if the trend comes back around or the topic that you made your video about is popping up again in conversation, there's every chance that your video will be pulled back off the bench and be distributed back out again. That applies to whether you made content that was trending or whether you made evergreen content that could be topical anytime. The example that I'm thinking about is my daughter has just bought a Filofax. I don't think that she's engaged with something called Filofax her whole mid-20s amount of years. Guess what? It's really, really trendy now, and I've just recently learnt that. It's almost like it's the new bullet journal, but they're expensive, especially if you buy like the proper Filofax ones. But apparently it is all the rage right now. So anyone who has made videos in the past about Filofaxes, there is a very good chance, especially if it's a good quality video, that video will be called out of retirement. So your older videos can get a second wind. Or even if a large creator does a video about it. Thinking about the Filofax, is Ali Abdaal ever likely to recommend the Filofax, or is he into Notion? Is that his thing? I don't know. Everyone seems to be into Notion. I'm not into Notion. Are you into Notion? I think Notion's good, but it's just another thing, to get your head around and manage and have passwords for blah, blah, blah. So the message from YouTube is that if your older videos are good, they just might get discovered again. Okay, number 3 is time of day and device, and apparently this is something that a lot of creators overlook. I know for myself that I haven't really looked into who would be watching my videos on a mobile phone or a desktop or a telly, but apparently the numbers are quite big now, the number of people watching YouTube on TV. I personally haven't been watching YouTube on TV, but that's not to say never. It's just I'm probably more of a mobile phone and occasionally computer viewer. Digging into the details now, this is about people watching YouTube, for example, in the morning. If they're watching on their mobile phones in the mornings, apparently they're looking for quicker videos, probably a little bit more punchy, not too cerebral, I don't think, in the morning. Just quick stuff like, we're here, we've had the coffee, give me the content, get to work. Whereas other people are sitting down at night watching TV just the way that we've been used to watching streaming services. Yeah, maybe that's where people are watching YouTube lives now on their TVs. That kind of content can be longer and more detailed and more in depth. So thinking about where your audience is watching your videos and the kind of videos that you make. Number 4 is viewer satisfaction and engagement. This year, YouTube are going to be putting even more emphasis on how satisfied the viewers are after they have consumed your content. We've got happiness and now we've got satisfaction. Detecting a theme here. So they're making a distinction now between people who have just viewed your video and people who are deeply satisfied by your video. Views aren't enough anymore. We've got the happiness. We want them to be happy and satisfied. It's not about them just clicking your video, because apparently that's quite easy. Not just about them viewing your video, but are they really deeply fulfilled? It's not even about how long they watch. Happiness and satisfaction. Are they leaving you a thumbs up? Are they watching all the way through? Are they telling YouTube they're satisfied through the surveys that YouTube do? That's all going to be super important. YouTube is saying it's not just about the click anymore. I know. I hear you. It's hard to get the click, and now the click isn't going to be an important metric anymore. If we think about click-through rate, it's like, yeah, this is what I mean about YouTube not being on easy mode. Another video, but yeah, this is what I think. This is why I don't think that YouTube is on easy mode or has been on easy mode. I think there are specific reasons why some channels are blown up, and absolutely the creators on those channels have worked really hard to create content that's going to grab people's attention and cut through all the thousands and thousands of hours of videos that are uploaded to YouTube every single day. So it's not just about getting the click. You want to make sure that when someone clicks on your video that they are getting value out of your video. So if you're giving people content that teaches them something, solves a problem, educates them, or entertains them, YouTube is likely to keep recommending your videos. Number 5 is multilingual content and global domination. I mean reach. This is a goodie and really something to look into, because I know for me, this is new. In 2025, if you are looking to grow your audience beyond the local audience, I'm not quite sure what the definition of local is, by the way. I don't know whether that means the same language as speakers. I think it might be about people who speak the same language as you, because everyone has got viewers all over the world, haven't they? But this is going to be huge, and I've already seen quite a lot of people talking about it. YouTube is now supporting videos with multiple audio tracks. So if you upload videos with translations or dubs, YouTube will help you reach a wider global audience. If you're thinking that you want to do this and branch out to a global audience, make sure that you translate your titles and descriptions as well. The more accessible your content is in different languages, the better chance it has of reaching a worldwide audience. But wait, there's more. Creating content in different languages is not just about translation, it's about offering more of your catalog in different languages. So you might want to free up some time. So the more videos you've got in other languages, the higher the chance of new viewers coming to your channel, binging your content, and staying long term. And that's what we want. Number 6 is seasonal and trend-based content. Okay, so let's talk about the ebb and flow of views. Todd Beaupre, the CEO of YouTube, said that it is completely natural and normal for some types of videos to do better in certain seasons of the year, times of the year, holiday periods, anything. And some videos just perform better than others at different times of the year. Todd Beaupre was also saying that he is quite used to hearing from creators moaning about their views being down. Times are dry, life sucks. But he doesn't tend to hear from creators when they're on a bull run and they are just, they're up on the roller coaster. Those people are just quietly happy and satisfied, I think, not bugging the CEO of YouTube. Apparently, we're not supposed to stress if our views dip for a bit. That is completely normal. I know we do, but we should try not to. And low views does not mean the end of your channel. If you are in a place right now of worrying why your views are down, look at Google Trends, for example. What's hot right now? What are people talking about? What's on everyone's lips, the water cooler? Are people even in workplaces anymore at water coolers? I'm not sure. But see if you can tap into a new interest area again. And remember, your content can also become relevant again and resurface. Hello. I've just got like 3 sentences to go, but do you want to wait in the room? That's it. In a nutshell, focus on creating content that speaks directly to your audience. Keep an eye on how your content fits into the viewing habits of your audience, and always prioritize viewer satisfaction over raw numbers. And if you're really looking to grow, do not sleep on multilingual content and seasonal trends. Remember, not just do new videos, but when you get a spot of time, look at your back catalogue. See if you can do a little bit of a zhuzh. So that's it, the first update for 2025, and thanks for watching.